Hello everyone, today's video is all about low emission vehicles. So just a reminder that it was announced last year that the temporary first year allowances for zero emission vehicles would be extended until 2025. So this is great for businesses that are buying full electric cars. So let's say that you buy a Tesla in your limited company, costs 70 grand, and the rules say that you can have immediate tax relief on that. So the original rules were only going to be for 1 year, and then they extended it now till 2025. So that's great. So in other words, you buy the car and that will save about 14 grand on your corporation tax bill, being 19% of the cost price, immediate tax relief. However, one other announcement last year, which didn't get the same airtime, was basically to do with how the government fund these things. They kind of give with one hand and take away with the other. And this is for low emission vehicles, not fully electric. It's actually going to be a little bit worse. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's consider a situation right now. Let's say you want to buy a car, 70 grand, same cost price as a Tesla, but it's got some emissions. Specifically, it's got 100 grams per kilometre of emissions. Now, the rules say because that's less than 110, it goes in a certain class for tax depreciation, the 18% class as it stands. So what happens is you take the cost price, multiply by 18% of that, and then apply the corporation tax rate, and that's how much tax relief you save in a year. And then the next year, it's 18% of what's left, and so on and so forth. So comparing with the Tesla, you're going to get something like 3 grand tax relief in year 1, 2.7 in year 2, 2.5 in year 3. So you're going to get it spread over about 6 years. The same total of 14 grand. It's just not as good as getting it all in one go. You will get that 14 grand relief, but it'll be over so many years. Now, what's changing from April this year is that threshold to get the specific 18% pool, as we call it, that threshold of 110 grams per kilometre is coming right down to 50 grams per kilometre. So say, in the same example, you had a car that was 100 grams per kilometre, which before the change would have gone into the 18% pool. Now, because it exceeds 50, it's going into what we call the 6% pool, meaning you only get relief for 6% of the cost each year, which means it could take 10 or more years, probably about 15, to get the full tax write-down in your business accounts for this vehicle. Even though, it may be, could be 60 or 70 grams per kilometre, would have qualified for the 18% right now, but from the spring, if it's a new car, it'll be in the 6%. So basically, that is what the government have done to fund the extension of the fully electric car tax relief. So that the extending the full relief on electric cars, 100% immediate write-off for the next 5 years, that's going to cost the Treasury millions. And to pay for that, they're saying, okay, well, on other cars, we will make the tax relief be spread out that much longer, which will save them a few quid in tax and give them the tax relief for the government. So that is just something to look out for. Those new rules kick in for lower emissions April 2021. So if it's excess of 50 grams per kilometre, then it will go into this new, or rather the lower bucket for spreading out tax relief on the cost. So if you, if you can get an electric car, then from a tax point of view all around, it is the best because the company gets, like I said, that immediate tax write-off, and there's no benefit in kind either for the person who's using the company car, for the director maybe, or whoever it is. No benefit in kind, no company car tax on that. So that's just a quick update on where we are with low emission vehicles. Good news on full electric cars, not so good news on other, what we would deem lower emissions. It has to be really low to get the same tax breaks rates of tax rates, accelerated relief as it has been previously. So if you like this video, please do subscribe there, and I will see you soon.